Does that not look like a little wad of already chewed bubblegum? Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day. Today we are continuing on with our advent calendar saga and we have so many advent calendars left to go. So I just thought today we would take a nice little relaxing candy break. However, at the very start of this video, I did just look up the price of this advent calendar. I paid $60 for it and now I'm learning that it is on sale for $24. So if you guys want to give it a go, it's only 24 bucks now. I have also had this for quite some time, so there's a chance things are a little bit old, but it's candy, so how disappointing can it be? This is the Sugarfina Taste of Christmas Advent Calendar. I do actually have a couple like candy and chocolate advent calendars to do this year. I think I want to do a couple with my husband, which is pretty exciting. I'll do those later on. I think this is a 24-day advent calendar, so we have a lot of candy to test out here. I also have one that was like $150. It's now on sale for $100 and I was like this close to buying it just then. But then I was like, whoa, take a break, take a step back. You don't need a $100 candy advent calendar in the shape of a carousel. So let's go ahead and open this up here. I'm not gonna look at the back of it because that's where it tells us like what all the candies are. I want to see if I can guess by just popping in my mouth and chewing. It is pretty cute on the inside. We just have a bunch of little doors. Day number 24 is all blue down there and special, so I'm hoping it's something exciting. Sugarfina makes expensive candy and that's all I know about it. So let's go ahead and get on into this. Day number 1. Ooh, little chocolate balls. I hope these aren't like, what are those things called? Those little crunchy hard balls, like the inside, some type of weird puffed air stuff. Maltesers, but not Maltesers here. Whoppers. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Whoppers. I'm hoping that's not what this is. We just have like a nice shiny round chocolate ball. Definitely not Whopper. That's pretty good. I'm gonna assume that's some sort of caramel, like a salted caramel. It has that like it has that like a saltiness to it that kind of makes your mouth water a little bit, but it's really good. The combination with just like that thin chocolate shell around it, pretty tasty. I might as well go ahead and rate these. Why not? I'm gonna give that one like a 7.6 out of 10. It's a very arbitrary scale. It tasted kind of good, so that's what we're going with. And according to the back here, it is dark chocolate sea salt caramel. So yeah, that was correct. I'm gonna try to check the back without like looking at the rest of them so I don't ruin any surprises. Day number 2, I'm hearing some little like shaky bits. And it's these things. I am quite a texture person and this is a texture I don't enjoy. It's like a little gushy like grandma candy dot covered in sprinkles. And that's just the two together. I just can't handle it. But we're gonna try it anyway. The flavor's not bad. Honestly, I like the flavor. I think it's like a raspberry or something. The flavor isn't bad at all. It's just the texture. Like your teeth are like sticking into it as it's crunching at the same time and then the little crunchy bits get smaller and like work into the chewiness. I kind of like it. But the flavor isn't the worst. So I'm gonna give these like a 2.3 out of 10. And those are called Mary Berries. Oh, Mary Berry. She's very adorable. I like Mary Berry a lot. Did we do this last year? Did I say the same thing? Just Groundhog's Day. Advent calendar style, I tell you. All right, day number 3. I really wish this door would just stop doing what it's doing. Day number 3 is up next here. Okay, we have a sampling of a couple little colors in here. I feel like a lot of these are gonna be gummy candies because a lot of them were gummy candies last year. But you know what? I like gummy candy, so I'm okay with that. So we have 2 little gummy packages. I will try both of them to see the different flavors. Let's go with the clear one first. Firm. What is that? I have absolutely no idea what flavor that is. What is that? I don't know. I'll go with a red one here. Also pretty firm, but I do think the red one has a different flavor than the clear one. Okay, I enjoy a nice gummy. These were quite firm, but I did order this like 2 months ago, so that's probably not the fault of the calendar. So I'm gonna give the white one a 5 out of 10 for the indiscernible flavor, and I'm gonna give the red one like a 5.3 out of 10. Definitely not the best gummies I've ever had, but not bad. Let's go ahead and see what they actually are. It just says holiday presents. It doesn't say anything beyond that. Day number 4 is up next here. Ooh, what are these? Little elephants? Oh, the Eiffel Tower. It's not exactly elephants. We just have tiny little like pale berry pink Eiffel Towers. Oh, this is solid. What are these flavors? What is that? That's soap? Okay, apparently it's raspberry. It's a little on the soapy side. Like I can feel my mouth foaming. I made another one just for good measure. Yeah, that's like the scented bathroom hand soap. 4.2 out of 10. I would still eat them. They do taste like soap, but I would still eat them. Day number 5 is up next here. I'm sorry guys that this is not the traditional advent calendar unboxing, but I don't, these look like bottoms. Oh, they're hearts. Okay, they still look like bottoms. Oh, I hope these are peach. Little peach bottoms, or you know, hearts. Whatever you want to go for. Much softer. Oh, are these filled? I actually have no idea if that's peach or not. It doesn't really taste like peach, but it's pretty good. At first I thought they might be filled with something, but I think they're just really, really gushy in the center. It kind of feels like liquidy almost. And maybe there is a filling. Is the camera revealing things right now? Like in person, it doesn't really look like much. Like there's a little bit of pink on the inside, but on the camera, it looks like there's a diamond filling. It is full of something. It's sticky. Well, those are fun. I still have no idea what flavor they are, but they're fun. Oh, they're strawberry. Okay. Yeah, I can kind of get the strawberry now that I like know they're supposed to be strawberry. I like those. I thought those were pretty good. The texture was really nice. The flavor was good. I like that they were filled with something. Yeah, now I kind of want to raise like my first rating that I did of the like little chocolate balls. Is that allowed? Can we allow that? I'm gonna give the little chocolate balls, I think I gave them like a 7.8 or something. I'm gonna give them like a 9. They were really good, and I don't know how much chocolate stuff we're actually gonna get in here, so I'm gonna bump those all the way up to a 9, and I think I'm gonna give those strawberry things like an 8.7. Everything else can stay the same, that's fine. What day was that? Is that only 5? Have we only eaten 5 of these things? Oh my goodness. Oh no. Okay, number 6 is up next here. Ooh, look at these little things. I am personally partial to gummies that have kind of like a whiteness to them. You know what I mean? Like these are like milky looking gummies. And the reason for that, I know the exact reason for that, is because of the blue Scooby-Doo gummy. One of the best things you could ever pop into your mouth as a child. Delicious. I don't think these are going to be the same kind of texture as a Scooby-Doo gummy. These feel a little bit more like foamy. Ooh, that looks a little bit like skin. Does that not look like an epidermis? Oh, foamy was the perfect description. Remember at the beginning when I said like I had a thing for texture? Well, this is a texture that I personally do not enjoy. They are very, very foamy. It begins to like literally foam in your mouth and disintegrate. I couldn't even really figure out the flavor because I was so perturbed by the foaming that was happening in my mouth. I guess I could give it one more try now that I'm prepared. Maybe I can get a flavor from it. Oh, I don't know what it is. There's some type of fruit. Those are Riptide raspberries. 1.2 out of 10. Day number 7 is up next here. Let's see what we got. Okay. They also look like they could potentially be foamy. Does that not look like a little wad of already chewed bubblegum? That just looks exactly like a hunk of Hubba Bubba you'd find on the ground. Bottoms up! I just don't like that. It really does disintegrate. It very quickly becomes like a thick, mushy liquid inside of your mouth. 1 point whatever I gave the last ones. Actually, I think the flavor of these is not as good. 1.1. Those are just the petite strawberries. So let's move on here to day number 8. All right, it looks like we're back to the regular style gummy, so this might be a little bit better. What are these shapes? Is that a walrus? What is that? Oh, it's a flamingo. Okay, so we just have some little flamingo shaped gummies here. Those are pretty cute. At first I was like, hold them to their side and they looked very sea creature-y, but yeah, little flamingo, adorable. Ooh, I'm getting a very strong scent off these. Champagne? I wonder if these are going to be one of the champagne gummies. They have a little bit of that scent of like a Bath & Body Works. What's that candle called? Champagne Kisses, Caviar Dreams, whatever. Extra on this one's really good. I'm definitely thinking this is a champagne gummy or like maybe a rosé gummy or something. I'm picking up kind of like a little bit of an alcohol flavor at the end. The texture is softer than like the first couple of gummies that we had. So now I'm kind of wondering, maybe it isn't the fault of this setting in my filming room for 2 months that those gummies were pretty firm. Because this one has been much softer and those little behinds we had earlier were much softer. I'm actually gonna take one more of these. I think these are kind of fun. Very different flavor, not your standard gummy flavor, which I like. I feel like a lot of these gummies, you can go buy them like in a big bag for $1, whereas I think a little box of these from Sugarfina costs like $6, $7, $8. So they're quite expensive gummies, but these I feel like are a little bit elevated just because the flavor is different. Let's see what these are actually supposed to taste like. It just says pink flamingos. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that it's just grapefruit. But whatever the flavor is supposed to be, I thought those were pretty good and I did fully eat 2 of them and swallow both. I'm gonna give them a 7.8. Day number 9 is up next here. Let's see what we got. I'm really hoping for some more chocolate, but it's all been gummies. Are these just lumps? Oh, I think they're little diamonds or gems. So we have another just barely like blush colored gummy. Shot down the back of my throat. They definitely weren't as firm as the first couple of gummies, but not as soft as some of the others, so they're kind of in the middle, but the flavor is just very, very mild. I've heard if you intake air while you're eating or drinking things, you should just taste it more strongly. That's why Cannibal Lecter. Did I just say Cannibal Lecter? That's somehow both accurate and inaccurate. Did that? Not quite like that, but you get the idea. You bring in air so you can taste things more strongly, and it actually kind of worked. I can taste it more strongly, but I still have no idea what it is. Pink diamonds. Can we get a little bit more than just the shape of what it is? Can you tell me what they're supposed to taste like? 6. And number 10 is up next here. Number 10 is next here. It's in a cute little golden door, so maybe it's something special. Ooh, I think we have non-gummies. Yay! Ooh, I think I remember having these last year. I hope they're what I had last year because I thought they were delicious. Man, they were so sugary. Eating this whole little pouch of them probably would be your sugar intake for the entire day, but they were good. Oh man, I got really excited for Nuzzum. I mean, it's fine. It's sugar. It's sweet. It tastes pretty good. They're like a little white chocolate birthday cake inspired ball thing. They're pretty cute. I didn't even show you guys, but I thought that they were the birthday cake caramels. So these are basically just white chocolate with sprinkles and like some little whoppery thing on the inside. They're fine. They just really don't have too much flavor other than just a little bit of white chocolate. Maybe like a 6.2 because they are something a little bit more special, but like just the flavor just really isn't there. Day number 11, and I have a feeling we're back to gummies. Ooh, y'all. I think the sugar is already hitting just a little bit. Let's go ahead and get them into these. These also look like little bums, but these are like kind of rough bums, or also rough hearts. I wonder if these are filled as well. They have like a little core on the center of them. Oh, right, I have a shape. Ooh, peach. I like peaches. Ooh, a little bit of sour. I think these also have some type of filling to them. They have like a little red center that are very, very peach flavored. Like some of the other ones, I honestly could not discern a flavor from them, but these are like very peach, which I'm okay with. I personally love peach things. I'm gonna give these a solid like 9 because I really like these. Day number 12, about halfway through. My goodness. Okay, I should have eaten dinner before this. That's the fun thing about being 30. You can eat 24 days worth of candy before you even have supper. Oh boy. Oh good. More little hunks of chewed gum. I love it. That looks exactly like skin. You cannot tell me that that does not look like skin. I mean, look at that. Look at crinkles and everything, just like flesh. This practically is the shade of me. Day number 12, here we go. Wow, there's just a little lump in there. There's like a little lump, like a little hard lump, like mixed in with the foam and the goo in my mouth. I wasn't a fan of that. Can't really discern what the flavor is. Maybe peach, perhaps peach. 1.4 because potentially peach. Okay, day number 13 is up next here. Ooh, I think we have a non-gummy thing. Anything that isn't gummies is balls. Anything that isn't balls is gummies is what I'm learning from this calendar. These look like rocks. A little bag of pebbles. I'm going for the biggest rock. Okay, so that is what the inside looks like. Not pretty good. Okay, so this is pretty good. I'm definitely getting some type of like spice cake, spice cookie, oatmeal cookie taste from it. It has a couple of layers to it. There is kind of like a malt ball inside to it, but there's like layers of chocolate or something. I don't know. I think that's really good. I like the addition of like the spices and stuff. It doesn't taste like a standard candy. I'm gonna give these like a 9.3. I think these are really good. I really like that spicy element to them, and they're not too overpoweringly sweet. For good measure. Let's see. That one didn't have as much flavor for some reason. What the heck? Why did that one not taste as good? Lowering their rating to a 9 just because that one was inconsistent. Okay, day number 14 is over here with a cute just little Mrs. Claus waving out the window. Oh, more little balls. Are these the ones? I hope these are the ones. All right, so these look like the little caramels that I was talking about. I really hope they are. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys what the last ones were. Oatmeal cookies. I was right. Okay, so they definitely had the oatmeal cookie like kind of taste to them, and yeah, pretty good. For the most part, that last one just tasted different. All right, I'm really excited to see if these are the caramel ones. Hopefully they're as good as I remember. It's so sweet. It's just like a bag of sugar in my mouth. My goodness, that's one of the sweetest things I've ever put in my mouth. I could potentially handle like the 3 little balls that are left in here, and that's about it. Like that's incredibly intensely sweet. It is the birthday cake caramels that I remember from last year. And man, I remember them being sugary, but like not that sugary. That's intense. I don't know if I could do another. Maybe half. Shoot, I remember those being so incredibly good, but dang it, I don't know if I can handle that amount of sweetness. Oh, I need some water or like a stalk of celery or something. Salt lick. I'm still gonna give them like an 8 rating though, because they are like very flavorful as far as the caramel goes and stuff, but they are just like little balls of sugar. That's all. It's just pure sugar in ball form. Day number 15 is up next here, and the cutest little penguin door. I love me some penguins. Oh, the pineapples. Oh boy, are they in that same texture? I don't remember this texture being a big deal for me last year. Have my taste buds just changed or something? This one also looks like skin. Here we go. You know what? It being pineapple flavored actually did make it better somehow. It had a little bit more tartness to it, so it kind of broke up that like sugar sludge that was happening in my mouth. 2.5, like a big jump. A big jump from the other little squishy skin bumps. And number 16 is up next here. Ooh, these look pretty exciting. Oh, they're cute little crowds. All right, now this is what I'm talking about when I talk about like a milky gummy. So we have our standard kind of clear gummy up there, and then at the bottom, there's like a milky layer to it. A little tough. Okay, definitely a little on the tough side for sure, but I do like the flavor of it. It has that like green apple flavor to it. I've run down the list of like my candy hierarchy and I put green in the middle. Green isn't always my go-to, but if that green is green apple, then it definitely moves up a little bit. If it's lime, then it moves down. So that's why it's kind of, it like hovers in the middle because you don't know which way it's gonna go. 7.4. 17 is 17's up next here. Are these big squishy balls? Oh, different. I've definitely never seen these from Sugarfina before, so I'm quite excited to give it a try. Let's go ahead. That's delicious. Ooh, I like that. I'll cut another one in half just so you guys cross section, not because I just like want to eat another one or anything. The inside of it isn't like a Whopper, it's more like a little cookie, and then it's coated in lemon white chocolate. So it's like a lemon shortbready kind of cookie thing. It's really good. Whatever I said was my favorite, this is now replacing it. I think these are really, really good. I typically am not a lemon person, but these are delicious. I'm gonna give these like a 9.8. And number 18 is up next here. Back to the gummies. Ooh, I wonder if these are watermelon flavored. And then by the way, the yellow things were lemon shortbread cookies. Very good. So the next thing we have here is a little slice of what looks like watermelon. Quite cute. I'm gonna have a jaw workout. Why does it taste like fish? I think there is something with like the leftover lemon shortbread happening and like, you know, the other candies mixed in my mouth. That tasted a lot like fish. Not even necessarily it tasted like fish. It tasted like what salty, briny, sea, fishy water smells like. But as I continued to chew it and like the watermelon flavor took over a little bit, the fishy taste went away. So that's good. I personally prefer just like a watermelon Sour Patch. It's one of my favorite candies of all time, but these are fine. And those were watermelon slices. Let's move on here to day number 19. Okay, so the next thing we have here, like, they're adorable. They truly are adorable. They're little ice cream cones, but I think they're in that same, like, fluffy texture as those other ones. I mean, look how cute that is. That's absolutely precious, but I'm afraid it's gonna be in that same texture. These seem to be a little bit firmer than the other ones, though, so maybe we still have hope. All right, let's go ahead and pop it in and see. Wow, that caught me off guard. That really caught me off guard. I was expecting like that kind of fluffy texture and I got something very different. I don't even know how to explain that texture. Ice cream flavor is totally there though. That really does actually taste a little bit like ice cream. That's kind of crazy. It doesn't taste just like vanilla or anything. It truly has kind of like an ice cream quality to it. But that texture, what is that? I'm still not a big fan of whatever the texture is, but it's so different. I'm gonna give those like a 3.2. And number 20 is up next here. These look like some cute classic little gummy bears. Ooh, I really like these colors. They're very pretty, like very bright kind of neon-y looking bears. I think I'm gonna go with this kind of like aquamarine blue colored one, see what it's like. Firm. Okay, I mean, it's not bad. It's not fantastic, but it's not bad. It just kind of tastes like a bag of old gummy bears that's just been hanging around maybe like in your car for a little bit. The flavor isn't horrible. They're just a little bit firm, a little extra chewy, and they're just gummy bears. That's what I don't get. That's the only thing with like advent calendars from Sugarfina, or just candy in general from Sugarfina. Like, it's just, I'm wondering where the reasoning behind spending so much money on candy that you can get elsewhere for like $1, like where that's coming from. So I feel like you have to either get a specialty flavor or shape or something like those lemon shortbread cookies, like something a little bit different to kind of justify the price, because this to me is not worth paying any more than like $1 for. And because of that, I'm gonna give them like a 5. They're just a very standard candy. And number 21 is up next, y'all. Let's see what we have. Ooh, blue. I always like blue. Oh, the little whales. These are precious. So we just have some little whales here. Okay, a little softer than the bears. I call these baby whales. That's adorable. They're still just like nothing special as far as flavor and texture goes. I guess all the ones that do have like a special texture are the ones I didn't like. So these are pretty good, and I think they're also blue raspberry flavored, which is like one of my favorite flavors. Blue is like way up here on the candy scale. I'm gonna give these like a 6. Their number 22 is up next. This is very lightweight. Oh, they're itty bitty. They look like tricks. We have a flower, a star, and then 2 undefinable shapes. Oh, it's like a little tiny rock. I can't even barely squish it. A shower. I didn't know it was gonna be a shower. I've tried blue with shower. My jaw's locking up. They call these the Heavenly Sours. I think those 2 undefinable shapes were clouds, which that's cute. The flavors were not bad. They were quite sour. I thought they were gonna be like rock hard, like can't get your teeth through them rock hard. But they actually were quite chewy. They didn't really have like a gummy consistency. They had more of like a fruit sliced consistency, so a little bit more like a soft texture, even though I couldn't smush it with my fingers. I'm gonna give them like a 6.2 just because I thought they were pretty good, and if you enjoy sour you might even give them a higher score. Day number 23 is up next here. This one is also feeling a little bit light, but we have something that isn't a gummy. How exciting. Okay, you can kind of tell that they've been hanging around for a little bit because the chocolate on this has absolutely bloomed. Cross section. I forgot about the cross section. I don't know, they're just not really exciting, and again, pretty expensive candy for not being very exciting. If you ate like a handful of chocolate chips and like every now and then chucked in a Cheerio, I feel like you would get kind of the same result. Alright you guys, we have made it to day number 24. I'm getting a little bit queasy, but that is okay. I love eating candy and sweets and gummy things, and that's what we've been doing, so I can't complain. So let's get down here to the very last day of our advent calendar and see what goodies are inside. Day number 24, what do you have in store? Ooh, these are pretty fun. It's not a ball or gummy. It's like a little disc. I'm actually pretty excited about these. I don't think I've ever tried these before from Sugarfina, so that is what they look like. Go ahead and give it a little taste here. Oh, cookie. So the inside's like a little chocolate cookie, again covered in white chocolate with a little bit of like chocolate hunks in it. It's okay, it's decent. It just really honestly doesn't have a ton of flavor to it. Like after you chew for a little bit, you can get some of that cocoa from the cookie, but like I'd much rather eat an Oreo. Like this really is missing a good amount of flavor. It's a little bit disappointing for the final day, especially for something that I thought was going to be pretty exciting. I mean, they're fine. They don't taste bad or anything. I'll probably give them like maybe a 7 on the scale just because, you know, they're a little bit different. Like the flavor just really isn't there. Alright you guys, so we made it through the entire advent calendar. I really think my number one choice is gonna have to be those like lemon shortbread cookie things. Those were so good. And then my least, that first like mushy gushy fluffy thing that melts in your mouth. That would be the bottom. Kind of wish I didn't pay $60 for it, but now that it's on sale for like $24 at Macy's and I think $25 on the actual Sugarfina site, I would personally recommend buying it from Macy's because I did actually pay like a good amount of shipping to get this thing here too. So this was like a $75 advent calendar by the time I was done, which is insane. It wasn't the most amazing advent calendar ever, and I feel like there are probably better like cookie snack candy advent calendars out there, but yeah, I had fun with it. But before you guys go, be sure to stick around for our bonus unboxing. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Please go ahead and consider subscribing if you would not mind. It means the absolute world to me. And I hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!